Once upon a time, in the thrilling world of telecommunications, there was a company called WorldCom. They started off with grand aspirations. Founded in 1983 as a long-distance discount service after the big breakup of AT&T, picture a bunch of eager entrepreneurs, including the notorious Bernard Ebbers, armed with a $650,000 loan and dreams of routing long-distance calls. Now, here's where the fun begins. The courts ordered AT&T to lease their phone lines to new companies at cheap rates, and guess who took full advantage? Our buddy Ebbers, the CEO of WorldCom, of course. He offered customers incredibly low rates, like a supermarket discount on long-distance calls. With these irresistibly cheap rates, WorldCom gobbled up other telecom companies like Pac-Man on a feeding frenzy. They became one of America's top long-distance phone companies, and their market capitalization even reached a jaw-dropping $175 billion during the Dotcom bubble. But as we know, bubbles burst and dreams can turn into nightmares. When the tech boom fizzled out and companies tightened their purse strings on telecom services and equipment, WorldCom found itself in a pickle. They needed a magic trick to maintain their appearance of never-ending profitability. Entered the accounting magicians. WorldCom unleashed a series of questionable accounting techniques that would make even Houdini scratch his head. They hid their financial position like a secret treasure map, inflating their profits and burying their losses in the dusty corners of their books. Billions of dollars in capital expenditures were improperly recorded, like a clumsy magician who can't quite make a coin disappear. Every tale needs a hero or two. Enter Cynthia Cooper and Gene Morse, auditors extraordinaire. They had their detective hats on and started sniffing around the company's financial records, seeing things that would make a circus clown raise an eyebrow. Reserves used to boost income, fired employees questioning capital expenditures, and complicated accounting terms that would stump even the most seasoned accountants. They smelled a rat, or rather, a giant fraud. Cooper and Morse went full Sherlock Holmes, conducting investigations and audits, but of course they weren't met with open arms. Scott Sullivan, the company's CFO, tried to delay the process like a kid trying to postpone bedtime, but they persisted, reaching out to KPMG, the external auditors, and WorldCom's audit committee. Their efforts paid off and the truth came tumbling out like a jester from a jack-in-the-box. WorldCom couldn't keep up the charade any longer. The curtain fell and they filed for bankruptcy like a deflated balloon. The numbers were shocking. They had to adjust their earnings by a whopping $11 billion, and the fraud amounted to a staggering $79.5 billion. Talk about pulling a financial rabbit out of a hat. But fear not, my friends, for the story doesn't end in complete darkness. WorldCom managed to emerge from the shadows of bankruptcy, rebranding itself as MCI, a phoenix rising from the ashes. They caught the eye of Verizon, who swooped in and acquired MCI and all its assets in 2006. And so, WorldCom found a new home, leaving behind a trail of lessons learned and a stain on the reputation of the financial world. This cautionary tale of accounting trickery and corporate deceit led to the birth of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, a shining knight in regulatory armour. It aimed to prevent fraudulent accounting practices and brought a stronger dose of transparency and penalties to the corporate kingdom. So, remember this tale of WorldCom when you come across promises that seem too good to be true. Behind the smoke and mirrors, there may just be a clever trickster waiting to pull the wool over your eyes. Stay vigilant and don't be fooled by the allure of accounting sorcery.